The last part is about the life at the iHarbour. If you have do some investigation on university, you will know that we have a new campus located in iHarbour. This is put into use in 2019. So till now, it's almost 3 years. It's about they have the 360 million square meters main construction area. It can provide research and education, incubators, comprehensive integrations. In this map, it shows the relationship of these two campuses. On the right-hand side, it's the main campus in Xinqing. And on the left-hand side, where here it shows, this is the campus of the iHarbour. You can take the metro line, line 5, just directly come from the campus of Xinqing to the iHarbour. And almost all the postgraduate students live in iHarbour. And in iHarbour, it is mostly focused on the research. In our school, we provide a lot of institutions. And this here, it is a list for the institutes in our electrical science and technologies. So each supervisor belongs to one of the institutes listed here. And I also recommend you do some investigation on the institutions listed in our school. Maybe this will be better for you to find suitable research areas. Here, they have some pictures about the environment in iHarbour, such like student accommodation, canteen, interactive classroom, library, lecture hall, and etc. So you will find it is very, very beautiful and a very comfortable campus to live. Okay, here are several pictures. And then finally, I put some issues for you to be considered if you want to apply for our university and our school. Actually, before your applications, I think that you should consider several problems. The first one is, what's your purpose to study in China? I think that because I also had several foreign students before, I also talked to them. And most of the students say that, okay, so far China is developing very fast and our university can provide quite a high quality education and the research surroundings. So firstly, you should make sure that your purpose to enroll in our university is to carry on the researches. And after you get a degree, your purpose, maybe you find a job or do some contribution to some areas. I met some students that actually they didn't have very clear purpose. They just come to China and stay for 2 years and then maybe nothing, and maybe can go back or whatever, and they didn't learn something or didn't make any contribution. So firstly, you need to make very clear about what's your really purpose. And you, as you know, that our government also provides some scholarship and, as well our universities. So that is for supporting you to carry on this research, because our degree is, will be avoided on your academic performance. The second one is why you choose the school in electrical engineering or university. In this promotion, I already introduced that the strengths of our university and our school. And as we know that for the area of electrical engineering, our university is very strong. And if you want to make this career in this area, especially in the high voltage and the high current area regarding to the power systems, our university, our school is the best choice. So it means that why you do not choose other universities, basically you need to follow your interest, follow your career needs. So This is the second issue. The third one, are you qualified for the application? As we know that in China and other countries, the GPA system is quite totally different. I went through a lot of applications and also made some evaluations about the abilities or the performance in the undergraduate studies. I think that basically if the full mark for the GPA is 4, I hope that the basic one is around 3.5 this level, and maybe accordingly maybe you are in the top 5 or top 10%. The fourth one, can you adapt to the environment and the campus culture in China? For the living, I think there's no problem. There's another problem is about the study or the research pattern. Because they have quite different surroundings in your undergraduate studies and in China in our universities. And I found some students when they come and they don't know how to carry on their research. And after they take the courses, but they didn't have any idea on how to carry on his research and how to write the thesis. So they have different abilities required. So first, when you apply for this one, you need to have this preparation to evaluate yourself whether you can adapt to the environment and the campus. And also, the research load is quite high, quite heavy in our university. The fifth issue is your ability capable of research work. Here, I want to emphasize that it's very different from your undergraduate study. In undergraduate study, you take the course, you pass the examination, you get the credit, and then everything okay. But for the research, you should have the innovation idea, you have the software or hardware fundamentals, you should know how to find solutions for the unknown knowledges. And I found a lot of students, they didn't realize what is research. So, for this problem, I think it's also very important. And the final issue is how to supervise and expect their students, because I'm also a supervisor. I ask the students the very basic abilities. The first one is the student should be very available of their target. The second one, they should carry on your work without the help from the teachers. It doesn't mean that we don't provide the help. I mean that from student side, you should have the sense to solve the problem by yourself first. And third, maybe the collaboration ability. Because actually, it is quite a little bit difficult for international students to collaborate with Chinese students because for the language or other problems. But it doesn't matter that you are living alone. So this is also another issue I want to say to you. This is because I also found this phenomena before. The last one is that I hope that the students should have a very correct way to communicate with the supervisor. So if you consider all the issues, and you are very welcome to apply for our school and our university, and I hope all the informations are enough for you. And if you have any further questions, you can ask. So now my promotion is closed here, and thank you very much. This is contact information of our school. Okay, thank you again.
Wow, okay. Thank you for Professor Li's promotion. I believe all the students cannot wait to ask questions. So right now, and we're continue to our Q&A section. And And let me see the questions from the chatting room. Some students has asked about the requirement for CGPA, and some students said they got 2.6 out of 4. The question is 3.5 out of 4 is required, or what is the detail for the CGPA? This is the first question from the student.
I think that this is my basic judgment for the material, application materials. And I think that if your GPA is higher than 3.5, you will have more opportunities to get the admission. Because so far, I don't know whether our Weinstein, Professor Yang Xu, do you have any comments on that?
I mean,
can you?
Yeah, let me first to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to set for. Wait a moment.
Okay. As I mentioned, that actually I hope that.
Yeah, okay, so Professor Yang is the Dean of the School of Electrical Engineering. So Professor Yang, do you have some comment on the first question about the students' the CGPA?
Yes, welcome everyone for attending this meeting, and welcome to study to our school. The requirement for education for our postgraduate changes a lot in recent years. In the few past years, we admit most students the credit and the GPA was not so much concerned in the past. But in recent years, we are facing the requirement from our graduate school and also from the administrative of education from our government, that is to raise the education level for all the graduate students, not only for overseas students, but also very much for our domestic students. So in recent years, the requirement for the scores during the study and also for the thesis requirement for our overseas students becomes higher and higher comparing to the few past years. So I do think the study here is an interesting experiences, but also a challenge as well. So I agree with Professor Jiangtao that is the GPA requirement is a fundamental index for us to look at the student when they apply the admission. So I think this is quite important. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Professor Yang. As we can see, we got a lot of students today for the promotion. Well, in the beginning, I see some students already leave marks on the screen, which shows the students are enthusiastic for this this promotion. And we also found a lot of questions, which shows that students are really interested in the School of Electrical Engineering. So guys, you can see today we already got so many competitors, and in the application sessions, we also got some other applicants which who are not in the room today. So I wish you a good luck. And also let's move on to the second question. Okay, guys, if you have questions, you can ask in the room, and we will have 15 minutes to answer all the questions. Let me see the second question from the student. most of the students are concerned of the CGPA. Here we got another one, and also another one, 68.82, also some GPA question. Okay, so the questions which asked for the GPA, I will just skip that because some students already asked it before, and Professor Li and Professor Yang already answered this question. So let's move on to the next question. My question is this: can I apply for a second master's program at your university? I already completed one in 2018 in China. Okay, Professor Yang and Professor Li.
You mean he had already applied in 2019?
Yeah, I believe the students already got his master degree in 2018 in China. So now he wanna apply for another master degree from our university for a School of Electrical Engineer.
May I ask, what is his first degree?
Well, the student's the name is Ayub Ramah Nicole. You can answer this question first. What is your background? Hello?
Sustainable energy. Sustainable energy sustainable energy.
Sustainable energy.
From which university?
Maybe the internet is not good.
Yeah, the connection is not so good.
Excuse me, sir. My CGPA is 3.3 out of 4. So, am I eligible for the master degree?
Actually, like I said, this question was already answered before. So let's move on to another question. And that students who asked about the second degree. Okay, the policy is if you already got master degree, it's okay for you to apply for master and PhD as long as your background confirmed to the School of Electrical Engineering. Okay.
Good morning, sir.
And next question.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Hello, please ask a question later when I finish the previous one, okay? Thank you.
Okay, sir. So I have a question, sir.
Okay, so what is your question?
The question is that the scholarship link and how to apply the admission, sir.
So you want to ask for the application link for scholarship?
Yes, sir.
Well, you can visit our website. You can just Google it, Jiangtao Li University, and then you find School of International Education, and all the details can be found there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So the next question is how to get acceptance letter for master program. Okay, so Professor Yang and Professor Li, students asked about the acceptance letter.
Okay, I answer first, and maybe Professor Yang had other answers. According to my experience, that some students will write email to me and also attach their profiles and other supporting materials. And when I feel it's okay, and I will arrange a video interview. And if I feel satisfied with him and I'm willing to accept him, and then I will give him an acceptance letter. And after he gets an acceptance letter, he will go for applying for the CSC scholarship. That is my experience.
Sir,
Okay.
good morning, sir.
Okay, so thank you. The next question is, I also want to know about the research direction. Do you have twin electrification and hybrid energy storage system in electrical department?
For the train electrification, I think that it is not the most important, important major or directions in our school. We have a brother university, the Jiangtao University. Maybe that is the best choice for you. For the hybrid energy storage system, we have several research teams are working on that. That is okay.
Okay, sure, thank you. The next question is, sir, I'm doing my master's from Pakistan and it will end in September. And now I'm doing thesis. Can I apply for a PhD or master's, please guide? Okay, for these questions, I will answer for Professor Li. If you are currently doing your master's degree and finish in September, we suggest you to apply next after you get your degree. So you cannot apply for this time because our semester starts on September. Okay, so the next question, hello, I'm applying in.
Oh, good morning, sir. Good morning,
Okay,
sir.
we got another question. I have A1, which means advanced diploma in electrical technology. Am I eligible, Professor Li?
Which one again?
Students has a
What is that?
advanced diploma in electrical technology. I believe this diploma is not a official bachelor diploma, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay, so if your diploma is not an official bachelor, you cannot apply. Okay, so next question. The scholarship also cover visa and air fee. The scholarship does not cover air fee. Okay, sir, I'm an electrical engineer and working in Oxford pharmaceutical. Okay, welcome to apply for our university. And then, okay, we will have 5 more questions. Students who want to ask a question, if you want to just speak, if you want to ask it directly, now it's your time, okay?
Sir.
Hello?
Good morning, sir.
Hello,
Good morning, sir.
Hello?
Good morning. This is Godwin from Ghana. Hello, do I have the platform to ask a question? Hello.
Okay, guys, if you want to ask a question, you can just turn on your mic and ask it directly.
Sure, sir. I read my technical certificate, but I want to divert into the engineering program. Am I welcome or I don't have any chance? Hello?
Well, apparently we cannot hear your question clearly.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Hello, yes?
So,
Hello?
So what is your question?
Hello?
Sir, I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Hi. So what is your question?
我也问的嘛。
Hello?
can I ask a question?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello. You may ask directly.
Yes, sir.
Please,
Can I ask
Okay.
I have a pending question to ask for clarification. I read mathematical statistics. Will I get a chance to read the electrical engineering program? Hello?
Sir, I have a question on.
Okay, yes.
Hello. I would like to ask about
Hello,
PhD program.
hello, sir. My name is Alamin. I'm from Bangladesh. I have a complete bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering.
Mr. Lu, I think.
Yes, okay. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I have to mute all of you because all of you ask questions all together. Definitely will affect the connection. So the last 2 minutes, let me read the question from the chatting room. And if we got more, we will answer it. If not, we will just finish the promotion today. Because you can see the email and phone number from the PPT, the slides here. If you have further questions, you can just contact the School of Electrical Engineering, or you can also contact our office, International Admission Office, from our official website. Okay, the last 1 minute. M4, please, sir. How can I apply for HAD? I believe there's no more new questions because some other questions were already answered before and which turns are the same questions. Okay, so again, thank you. Thank you, Professor Li, Professor Yang, and also thanks all the students who are in the room today. We wish you to join our university in the following September. Thank you, guys. Bye. Okay,
actually, there's one thing that I hope every applicants should be noticed, that in our university we have 3 schools related to the electrical engineering. Our school, we call it electrical engineering. We are focusing on the electricities and the power devices. There's another school called the School of Power and Energy. That is focused on the something like the solar, the chemical, and the other energies. The third school is about the electronics and the computer science. So we have 3 separate schools. So when you try to apply, you should go through for further details, descriptions in these 3 schools. Don't make mistake, all right? That is what I want to mention to everyone. That's all, thank you.
Okay, so thank you again, Professor Li. And Professor Yang, do you have more words for the students?
Yes, I would like to welcome everybody again to apply for our school. Just now, Professor Li said we are electrical power. Basically, if you want to find a job after graduation in an electrical system or a company working on the electrical apparatus or electrical vehicles or locomotives, that is our school you should choose. But we do have some other schools working on electronics and also energy. So you should pay attention that when you apply. Please prepare your material and send enough materials when you apply. And I wish everybody will apply and finally got the admission successfully. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, guys, thank you again. And that's for the promotion today. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey, guys. So let's start right now. And I'm Mr. Ru Qi from the International Admission Office. I'm in charge of the admission, basically. And today we are pleased to have a professor from School of Electrical Engineering to give us some promotion about the School of Electrical Engineering. So first of all, let me briefly introduce Professor Jiangtao Li, or Professor Li. Professor Li is a professor and a PhD supervisor from the School of Electrical Engineering of our university. And he's a member of IEEE and an editor of High Voltage from 1994 to 2001. He received his bachelor and master degree of electrical engineering from our university in 1998 and 2001, respectively. And later, he got his doctoral degree of electrical and computer engineering from National University of Singapore in 2006. He served as a dean assistant of the School of Electrical Engineering of our university, and also deputy director of the Science and Technology Development Department of our university for Scientific Research Institute, and etc. His research areas include intelligent sensoring of power equipment, process, power technology and plasma, and bioelectrical magnetic. So now let's welcome Professor Li to give us a speech. Professor Li.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Lu. I am Li Jiangtao from School of Electrical Engineering, Jiangtao University. Please hold on, I will share my screen. We prepare PowerPoint for the school introduction. All right, can you hear my? Can you see my screen, Mr. Lu?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I will start. Good afternoon, everyone. As Mr. Lu introduced, I come from the School of Electrical Engineering, and today I'm very happy to make this introduction to our school. And this introduction will be included in the following parts. Firstly, I will give you some overview of our school, including its history and the subject areas in our school, the faculty and students and the programs maybe you can select. And also they have some matters about the admission to our school. And finally, I give you a brief introduction to the life at iHarbour. All right, firstly, it's the school overview and its history. Our school, how to say, actually, you have reviewed the introduction to our university. Our university was founded in Shanghai in 1896, and then relocated in Xi'an in 1956. So therefore, most of the faculties and all the departments have moved to this place, this Asian city. And from that time on, our university always is one of the national key universities in China, and one of the 7 key construction universities in China. This means that in that time, the government has put a lot of investment on several universities for their construction. So our university always in this list. And then our government has raised some programs such like 211 project and 985 project and extra. And also recently in 2017, we have a national first-class university construction. So from the very beginning of the university till now, we are always in the list of the most important universities in China. Electrical engineering is one of the most powerful disciplines in our university, and we, as you know, that in every country or in this world, they have a lot of organizations to assess the universities. And also for the MOE, every 4 years they will organize discipline assessment for all the universities in China. In the third discipline assessment, our electrical engineering were ranked number 2 in this assessment. From this figure, you can show that actually for this discipline, the number 1 ranking is Tsinghua University, and the second is our university. And in the 4th discipline assessment in 2017, we are ranked level A+. Among all the universities with the discipline of electrical engineering, only 2 universities get this rank A+. And in 2010, actually our discipline ever ranked number 1 by the Shanghai ranking, academic ranking. That is, in short, is iHarbour. And in 2021, is ranked number 2. So it means that the discipline of electrical engineering always ranked number 1 or number 2 in China. Okay, what's this? Our school has a very long history, over 100 years. In 1908, in the Nanyang College, which was still in Shanghai, our school have we call the electrical machine specialist program was established. And when relocated in Xi'an in 1956, then we founded the Department of Electrical Machine. And then Department of the Radio Engineering was established, and now it is in another school. In 1978, the Department of Electrical Machinery Engineering was renamed as Department of Electrical Engineering. And in 1993, the School of Electrical Engineering established, which we call in short SEE. In 2007, in our university, in our school, it became the national key discipline. And in 2017, our discipline also selected as a first-class discipline construction plan. Actually, we can compare our school with the most famous schools in the universities, such like Imperial College in London. It was founded in 1878, and the MIT, which was founded in 1882, and the Cornell University or Princeton universities. So in our university, the school was established in 1908. So actually, you can see we all almost share the same long history. And in China, they have several other very famous universities, such like Zhejiang University, Southeast University, Princeton University, Tsinghua University. You can see that actually in this kind of universities, the School of Electrical Engineering was firstly established in our school. So it is one of the earliest universities to found the discipline of electrical engineering. Okay, then we move to the second part, the subject areas, and which is most concerned about applications. In our school, we provide master and doctoral programs in international students in 4 first-class disciplines, including electrical engineering, the instrumental science and technology, the control science and engineering, and there is a new first-class discipline called pulse power and discharge plasma. And in electrical engineering, we provide 5 second-class disciplines, such like electrical machine and electrical appliance, the high voltage and the insulation techniques, the power system and its automation, the power electronics and the electrical device, the electrical drive, and theory of electro techniques and developing techniques. So you can see that the setting for the disciplines is a little bit different from the universities in America or in Europe. Actually, electrical engineering is a very huge concept. But in China, the electrical engineering mostly refers to the electrical engineering with high voltage and huge current. So later I will also mention this about that. And in the disciplines, according to the different research areas, directions, we can divide it into 5 categories. The first one about electrical machine and the electrical appliance. It means that all the research areas are regarding to this kind of equipment used in the power systems. So the research areas may include the manufacturing, the structured performance of advanced dielectrical materials. This is for insulations. And with the development of the DC transmission projects, we also have the research directions along the DC power transmission equipment insulation, and also the insulation technologies on the extreme conditions, including the space in the sea and extra. The second category is advanced electrical power equipment, such like DC power equipment, the environmental friendly power equipment, and the intelligent power equipment. You can see that for all these kind of equipment, they are used in the power systems, and according to the development of the energy revolution, we also change our research directions to the new renewable resources, and it's regarding corresponding devices. In the third category is the pulse high current discharge plasma and the application. This is a new direction. It includes the high power source technology. This is based on the sources to provide or generate very high power pulses for the load application. And the strong electromagnetic pulse simulation and test on its effect. This is something related to the military uses, and the pulse discharge plasma. And as we know that the plasma is very useful, the force materials in this world. It can have very wide applications in the material treatment or in the medicine and X-ray. The fourth category is the advanced power system. It includes a high frequency controllable power system, the fully controlled power transmission equipment, smart grid, and isolated power system. And also includes advanced energy storage technologies. So as we know that the format for the power system has already been changed. The smart grid, the intelligent grid, or the transparency grid, all this kind of concept has already appeared in China. And in these areas, we are leading this world. So we have a lot of things to do to make these revolutions in China. And the final category is about electromagnetic environment, effect, and safety. Maybe it will involve including the fundamentals of electromagnetics, the environmental and simulation, the electromagnetic effects and tests, and also electromagnetic safety and evaluation. So we can see that for all the research areas, we are majorly focused on the applications in the power system. And based on this one, we extend our research areas to other applications, such like the plasma, such like electromagnetic effect and extra. This is we call the electrical engineering plus or EE plus innovation. It means that as we know that this school or this discipline has already been very old for over 100 years. So we have a lot of innovations, concepts to extend these research areas. So based on the EE and we plus other areas, such like renewable energy, the power electronics, the hydrogen storage material, the bioelectromagnetics, plasma medicine, and the smart grid, elastic grid, space power, deep sea power, and the energy storage materials and action. So we provide a lot of cross-discipline innovations and research projects in our school. To conduct this kind of researchers, we need a lot of research platforms. And in our school, we have a lot of the key laboratory or the province laboratories. We have a state-key laboratory of electrical power equipment and the electrical insulation. We have 3 provincial key laboratory, such like Shanxi Province Key Laboratory of Smart Grid, National Energy Administration, Advanced Grid and Equipment Reliability and Life Assessment Technology Key Laboratory, and the Ministry of Education Special Electrical Technology Laboratory. And we have 4 research centers and a lot of enterprise research institutes, because our researchers majorly come from the enterprise in China regarding the power system and power devices. And we also have 2 educational bases. So you can see that in our school, we can provide a lot of research platform and which can provide your support your research. And we also have very huge group for the faculties. In total, we have almost 300 staffs, including 83 professors, 95 associate professors, and also supporting teams. And it means that you have a lot of choices to select your supervisors. We also have a lot of high-level faculties in our school. Have the 5 academic dimensions, the National Outstanding Young Investigators lecture. I will not go through in detail for each one. You can read by yourself. And also you can find the information from the website. Okay, so now it's something about the students and the programs we will provide. So far, we have almost 2,500 students in number, including 500 domestic doctoral students and almost 2,000 master students. So far, we have 42 international doctoral students and 46 master students. So you can see that actually this number is still very small, but we are going to increase them. And we have 117 doctoral supervisors and 244 master supervisors. And the students will be assigned to one of the 8 departments after they have been assigned a supervisor. The students can be assigned a seat in the postgrad office at each department in iHarbour. And for the master and doctoral students will be supervised by the supervisors during the whole study period. But unluckily for this year and the previous year, they have some students cannot come to our campus because of COVID-19. But I hope the situation will change and that we can go back normal in this new year. We provide the doctoral program and the master programs. Normally, the period for study for doctoral program is 3 to 4 years, and 2 years for the master program. But actually, they have some students has extended their period for the study from 2 years maybe to 2.5 or 3 years. We offer 26 graduate level English taught courses for international students in our school. And you can download the detailed training plan for each program. You can find from the website. And I cut the table here. In both programs, you are required to get some credits. They have public courses. You are required to get 4 credits. Actually, these are compulsory. For the degree courses, we provide 17 courses, and you are required to get at a minimum of 16 credits. And also have elective courses. It's about 4 credits, and other compulsory, such like the lectures, the midterm assessment, and extra. After you get all the credits, that means that after you get the credits and then you finish your thesis defense, then you can get the degree. And for the admission, we have some information about that. The application and the program guide is available online on the website of the School of International Education. The period of application had already begun from last year, November 15, and it will be closed in March 15 in this year. For the supervisor, you are required to upload an acceptance letter from one of the supervisors if you are applying for doctoral program. And you are highly recommended to upload